the first phase has begun today. In fact, we are at the concluding moments of when people can head out to cast their vote. And right now, I will be discussing one of the most important states, one of the key states as far as politics in India is concerned. I'm talking about Uttar Pradesh. We're looking at 80 seats which are spread across 7 phases. Today, about 8 seats of Uttar Pradesh have gone to vote. And let's understand what really is it that the people of Uttar Pradesh will be voting for, and how is it that the political parties in the fray now hope to make their numbers in Uttar Pradesh better. I take this conversation forward. I have with me Nasir Salim of the Samajwadi Party, Himanshu Bhatt, senior journalist, Manasvi Thapar, political analyst, and Pramod Mishra of the BJP with us as well. Pramod Mishra, let me begin the conversation with you. We've seen something unprecedented happen in Uttar Pradesh as far as assembly elections are concerned, that your government was brought in twice consecutively by the people, Yogi Adityanath's government. Are you hoping somewhere for that to reflect in the result this time around? Because it's not necessarily, one can say, had a major impact on the Lok Sabha polls. Also, given that the Samajwadi Party has been extremely vocal with their campaigns this time around. What is the BJP's plan of action as far as UP is concerned?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening to all the panel, fellow panelists. Yeah. As you said, that are we really hoping better performance? Yes, of course we are, and we are definitely going to. We are going to do better than 2019, of course, and we are contesting these elections on larger agenda, nation's development. That the development for the last 10 years the nation has seen. We have become in last 10 years the 5th largest economy of the world, and the people at large are behind this. Behind the leadership of Mr. Narendra Modi, a clear-cut and decisive mandate is going to be there, and we can see on ground the way the voters have turned out with their support and with their blessings. Gyan is the main theme word. That Gyan is Garib, Yuva, Annadata, or Nari Shakti.
Okay.
All these 4 people will be there, will be giving their blessings for the decisive mandate for this phase 1 voting of Uttar Pradesh, and we are going to see that we are hopeful that all the 8 seats we will be having a clean sweep. And not to forget, just few days back, you have shown in your own channel. You have given 76 or 77 seats in Uttar Pradesh to BJP in your poll survey. So we are going to really touch that magic figure of 77 plus. Okay. I think we are aiming 80 out of 80, but okay, going with your poll predictions, it's fine.
Okay, I'll come back to you in just a moment. Let me bring in Nasir Salim of the SP as well. Nasir Salim, I just want to understand from you, the Samajwadi Party really struggling as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned. It was a stronghold of the party, but at the assembly level, of course, struggling almost entirely against the Bharatiya Janata Party. And as far as the Lok Sabha elections are concerned, you're not looking at really great numbers. In fact, you've maintained somewhere the seat share as far as Lok Sabha is concerned. How is the SP then hoping to improve that?
Good evening. Thank you very much for having the SP join this panel debate and discussion. So I completely and humbly disagree with you on your point that the SP is struggling. If I put some numbers in perspective, the assembly elections in 22 at a booth level, we lost by about 3 lakh odd votes to the BJP. And these are numbers which can be justified. I mean, they can be verified. Please have a look. You'll get to know. Now, as far as the SP strategy is concerned, I just heard my fellow panelist, Mr. P.K. Mishra, talk about how Uttar Pradesh has contributed and the narrative. See, there is a lot of difference between reality and perception. The perception that the BJP sets out and sets forth is all about great marketing, this great campaign, but the reality, the distinct reality that today we are looking at between two parts of India. One, which is, contributes to almost 2 to 3% of India's growing population in terms of per capita income rising, in terms of capital class. And then there is the balance of India, which is 97, 98%, which is being shoved into poverty and which is struggling to maintain their house in order. Now, to answer your perspective and to answer your question, I'm not quoting any numbers which are the SP's numbers. Our numbers are a function of simply what multiple reports are suggesting. For example, I heard Mr. P.K. Mishra talk about some great narrative of development. In between this, our question through you and to him and to the entire BJP is, what is the current global hunger equality index? Where is UP in that? 28% of our children who have not got a single morsel of food in the last 24 hours is run and contributed from Uttar Pradesh. You talk about global stunted growth rate, our children are malnutrition. You talk about labor participation of the youth between 15 and 20 years of age and 15 and 29, as per the data which is available. You will be surprised. Highest number of unemployment rate, people who are educated between the ages of 15 and 29, wanting to get labor employment and opportunity, looking for jobs, there is no hope for them.
Okay.
Then in Uttar Pradesh, there is a big problem of paper leakage. Today, no one's raising their voice. The Samajwadi Party has been consistently raising our voice, saying what is happening to the youth of this nation. UP is supposed to contribute to a $1 trillion economy as per them. They are shocked. Our question to them is, do you know your numbers in the last few years? Uttar Pradesh's GDP contribution is under 6%. I can tell you this, I was a part of the manifesto that got released with the Samajwadi Party just a week ago. And if we tell you the number, to achieve a $1 trillion economy as far as UP is concerned, you need to at least achieve a 34% growth rate. Now look at the stark reality and the difference. This is what I told you. The difference between perception and reality.
Yes, Nasir Salim, I understand your point. I just want to understand from you, is the Samajwadi Party then being able to take that message to people on the ground?
As I told you, in 2022, the difference at the booth level between the margin of victory and win and losses was only 3 lakh votes. The Samajwadi Party and its allies lost by a sheer margin of 3 lakhs in absolute numbers. From a perspective on a 25 crore population, it's a very minuscule number. Our objective is very, very simple. Our communication strategy is to align with people who have the same ideology of PDA. We feel that the Pichra, Dalit, Alpsankhyak, the minorities, the backwards and the Maha-backwards will raise their voice and vote against the current dispensation. We feel very strongly that we are a party and an ideology where we stand for people who are standing in the last line, the last man standing. And we want to get their vote, and we are confident that across the social classes, this time the vote is going to be on not narrative, it's going to be on the current situation on the ground, which is a difference between reality and perception.
Okay, I want to bring in Sulaiman Mohammad Khan of the Congress as well. Sulaiman Mohammad Khan, while the SP somewhere, like I said, it has maintained its tally as far as Lok Sabha is concerned, BSP made a comeback from 2014 and 2012. In fact, BSP became the biggest rival of the BJP as far as the Lok Sabha polls were concerned. The Congress party has had a very poor performance in Uttar Pradesh in the Lok Sabha. And even today, when you talk about a couple of seats that everybody was keeping their eyes on, which was Amethi and Raebareli, there is no clarity from the party. What really is the strategy then that is being adopted to improve the numbers of the Congress? Or is the reliance entirely this time upon your regional partner, which is the Samajwadi Party?
Quite an information, madam. Quite an information that BSP is the main challenge to the BJP. Thank you for sharing this information. I think
you should see the 2019 numbers, sir.
Oh,
I don't
2019.
Think...
Okay.
Yes,
thank you for the correction. Thank you for the correction. I thought for this time and in 2019 also, because Samajwadi and Bahujan Samaj Party were having an alliance, therefore BSP got 10 seats. Leave 2019
so it's
now.
Basically the SP. Whoever is in alliance with the SP manages to get the votes.
No, it's not like that. There is an alliance. There was an alliance.
Yes. So
we are having an alliance.
So I would appreciate you just answering the question, sir, rather than testing my knowledge on what happened in the Lok Sabha polls in 2019.
Madam, I just had a clarification from you. If you are so threatened or offended by my answers, I'm sorry, I'll escape out.
No, I'm not threatened, sir. All I'm saying is that kindly don't say that I'm wrong. No, I'm not offended.
You clarified, I understood. You clarified, I understood. Now come back to 2024, leave 2019.
Surely.
Now whatever has happened, this is an election to save the constitution of the country, to save the constitutional democracy of the country. For 10 years, this dictatorial, corrupt government is ruling the country. This is a government of lies and loot. Shoot and loot. It has been proved. One leader in the whole country is taking RSS, BJP and Mr. Modi head on. And that is my leader, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. When a lot of people were keeping stoic silence, Rahul Gandhi was speaking since 2014 when they brought this Land Acquisition Act to snatch the land from the farmers. He said that this is a suit boot ki sarkar in October of 2014. And after 10 years, Rahul Gandhi has been proven right. Why don't Mr. Modi answer what is the corruption behind? Talk about the corruption behind the electoral bonds. He used to mock Manmohan Singh ji that बरसाती पहन के कैसे नहाया जाता है करप्शन में, वो मनमोहन सिंह जी से पूछें. हम आपसे ये पूछना चाहते हैं कि बिना बरसाती के करप्शन में मोदी जी नहा गए और इस पे बात भी नहीं हो रही है. और ANI को इंटरव्यू दे रहे हैं स्मृता प्रकाश को, and he is saying that electoral bond के जरिए पता चला किसने कितना पैसा दिया. I am really ashamed of these type of statements from the Prime Minister. Second,
did the
youth
Congress
of the country,
not receive
Mr.
Sulaiman
I am
Mohammed
answering,
Khan,
madam.
did the Congress not receive any money for the electoral bonds?
Okay, we have received.
So then?
So have an inquiry. Have an inquiry. This is the narrative which BJP wants. This is the narrative which BJP wants.
Nothing stops the Congress from going transparent,
madam,
sir.
Listen to me.
Nothing stops the Congress party from going transparent about its funds.
Okay, I want to explain to you, reply to you. At least listen to me. Are we controlling ED, income tax, CBI, ED and income tax department raid at the business, headquarters of a company, and the next day they give 500 crores, 200 crores. How is this happening? Is Congress controlling ED or all the money is corrupt? But there is a quid pro quo. Supreme Court judgments is actually highlighting and reflecting about that. Second, youth of the country is asking about the jobs. Mr. Modi promised 20 crore jobs in 10 years. They are asking about the jobs. Farmers of the country are asking about their wages, their MSP. Congress said, it is the Congress manifesto which says that we'll give, statutory, backing to MSP. We'll give protection to youth. We'll give jobs. We'll give Mahalakshmi scheme to women. We'll give 50% reservation to women. We'll fill 30 lakh jobs, government jobs which are lying vacant. We'll stop paper leak. This is my leader, Rahul Gandhi, who said this. We have said everything in the manifesto, and that manifesto has not been made in a drawing room or in my living room or comfortable rooms. It has been made when Rahul Gandhi ji walked 3,500 kilometers. First leader in the independent India who has walked 3,500 kilometers to meet the people of the country. And in second round also he has walked from east to west. So, and as far as the alliance with Samajwadi and Congress party is concerned, Samajwadi Party is a regional party with all their, resources and strength at UP level. Therefore, both the parties have done some sacrifices. Congress has also given a lot of its space to the Samajwadi Party. 63 seats they are contesting. We are contesting 7. It's not that we could not have contested 80 seats. It is because there is an India alliance. We want to launch only one candidate against this dictatorial BJP government. That was the reason Congress has sacrificed. Otherwise, Congress was competent enough to have contested
Okay, but
all 80 seats.
what about Raebareli and Amethi? What
We'll
is
contest,
the confusion
don't worry.
there?
No, there's no confusion.
So why doesn't
There's
the
no
Congress
confusion.
party announce its candidates?
We will.
These are
Is
family
the nomination
bastion
date
seats.
gone? Madam, have you ever asked BJP people why you have not declared the candidates? We are contesting 330 seats out of 543. Congress party is contesting 330 seats all over India. The nomination dates, we have time for nomination. These are our traditional seats. We have always won this, barring the last time when Rahulji lost to Smriti Irani. We'll have our candidates, don't worry, and we'll come out victorious from these seats.
So will the candidates be Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi?
Only the party, Central Election Committee and Congress Working Committee can tell this. I have no right, no prerogative or jurisdiction
Would
to
you
tell
want it to be? Do the party workers want it? Does the Congress Karyakarta want Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi to contest from Raebareli and Amethi?
We want Rahulji and the whole party. It's not about me. I think the most popular leaders of this country right now is Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi has taken the baton of opposition in his hand, and therefore India Alliance parties had made Rahul Gandhi as leader. He is at the forefront. He has fought tooth and nail. He has taken BJP and RSS head on. No leader in the country has taken BJP head on like what Rahul Gandhi has done. He's the most popular leader of the country. There's no match between anyone.
Okay, all right. Manasvi, bring you into the conversation. Manasvi, coming back strictly to the conversation around Uttar Pradesh, I want to understand in your assessment who's going to be giving the biggest fight to the Bharatiya Janata Party, because like I said, they've managed to do something unprecedented as far as assembly elections are concerned, but their own numbers as far as UP Lok Sabha results were concerned did come down from 2014. They had a great majority in 2014 and the numbers came down in 2019, and a big jolt to them was the BSP coming back literally from the dead. This time around in 2024, who do you think, in your assessment, will be the biggest rival to the Bharatiya Janata Party? And do you feel that their assessment that they will once again cross that 70-seat threshold could be true?
I think the biggest rival would be BJP 2019 versus BJP 2024. How are they going to better their score? That is only going to be the center point of this, specifically for UP. About Congress and SP, BSP, the mandate or the understanding of the people of UP, most specifically for the people of UP, is somehow in the last 10 years have shifted from SP, BSP to completely consolidated towards BJP. It is undeniable that it is about BJP. This particular election in UP is all about BJP, and most importantly, the Ram Mandir factor, which we have not discussed in the debate as of now. The central figure of this particular election, specifically for the UP, is going to be Ram Mandir. And Ram Mandir, somehow, Ram Mandir has been built during this tenure of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Supreme Court judgment came in this particular tenure of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the perception, presentation and communication has been that it is the Prime Minister Narendra Modi which built the Ram Mandir. So you may have debates on this that he has not done it, the judgment came out of it, but the reality is the perception and the communication is, and people believe it. Moreover that, apart from the technicalities, the voters are believing it, that it is the Prime Minister Narendra Modi who has done that. So the central figure is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's efforts or non-efforts, whatever you may call it, it's the Ram Mandir. So this is where the people are going to give on the add-on seats also to BJP. And this election is a cakewalk for BJP, specifically in UP.
Okay, all right. Himanshu Bhatt, bringing you into the conversation, I just want to understand from you your perspective as well on the same. Do you feel that Ram Mandir was that last bit that was required by the BJP to actually achieve their mission of crossing, at least they would say that we should do better than what we did in 2014. I know, of course, every party targets that we'll get 80 on 80. But even if we say that, okay, that's a distant dream, they would want to better their own performance that they've seen in the last 2 years, last 2 times, pardon me.
Yes, they would think so, that they would batter their performance. I'll tell you very frankly, as far as UP is concerned, I'm more concerned about 2 other issues, along with Ram Mandir. There's a Ram Mandir leher, and that people like it or not, you will have to believe it. That everyone wanted that Ram Mandir to come there. But for a very small minority, very, very small minority. Everyone wanted that Mandir to come up and the issue to be settled once for all, so that no one can. And it is during this tenure that has happened. So naturally, the ruling party is going to talk about it. There's nothing that in a democracy you can stop that. But what is more important for me is, in this time, even in these 8 seats, you will see. See, in 2019, out of these 8 seats, 3 were with BSP, and 2 were with SP, and 3 were with BJP. So there was a very nice split there. What is going to happen, that we will know on 4th of June. I'm not going to long guess and all these things. But what I feel is, this time it's going to be women voters which are going to come out bigger in numbers and vote for what is called as security of women.
My goodness.
And Western UP especially. You might laugh. You can laugh. You have a right to laugh.
There is no law and order in UP. There is a jungle raj. It's all a perception.
My friend, you have had your turn.
The same as Gujarat model. This is a jungle raj.
Suleiman Mohammed Khan, you can ask to respond. He did not interrupt you. Nobody interrupted you. And I think that's very unfair.
Unfair of you. I am just saying that, this is a part of the country where people used to be scared to send their young daughters and girls and women out after 6, 7. In last 10 years, things have changed. The security of women is going to be the utmost factor, and women are going to vote in large number. That is what is my feeling. The second thing is, whether you like it or not, see, opposition and political parties will have their tutu-memes. I have got nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I have got nothing to do with it. All I am concerned about is UP was a Bimaru Rajya. When 10, 12 years ago, when we used to write that word Bimaru. That has come out of that. And that says a lot. Yes, there are problems. Unemployment is a big issue. All right. But then everyone, the youth, ever aspiring youth of this country is very, very clear about it.
Okay. Yes,
they have
absolutely.
seen a path and they will go with it.
In all honesty, I was on the ground in Uttar Pradesh. I was on the ground in Uttar Pradesh. I saw the problems with my own eyes. That there is much to be done. But unfortunately, a lot of elections is about perception. I'm going to give 30 seconds to each person. I have to wrap up. 30 seconds. I'm going to start with Nasir Salim. 30 seconds. Nasir, we can't hear you.
No. I'll tell you. Very, very simply put, he said about law and order.
Yes.
Highest NCRB report suggests women issues on law and order. UP leads the chart. Highest number of NCRB report. This is not our report. Highest number of crime against women, NCRB. Number 2, he mentioned about development. Let me remind Mr. Bhatt, and he should read before coming on these debates. It is the World Bank report which suggested that UP under 16 and 17 financial year contributed to the highest GDP, which is to the effect of 10.8%. And this is on record, Mr. Bhatt. Please read it and you'll get to know when the Bimaru state went out of UP. Number 3, I'll tell you, the biggest manufacturer, Samsung Mobile, the biggest conglomerates of India, Tata's, they have come in and invested. Ratan Tata said this on record, that I have lost my heart to UP because of the development done during the SP regime, when the Chief Minister, Akhilesh Yadav, was the Chief Minister. What are you talking about? Please look at indices and index and then come with the argument.
Okay, I want to give...
In my opinion, UP came out of darkness.
We are in India, we are talking about...
Okay, all right. Suleiman Mohammed Khan, 30 seconds to Suleiman Mohammed Khan. Then I'm going to end with Pramod Mishra.
Mr. Bhatt, I'll be very concise, but sorry to say, actually you are suffering from a virus called BJP. or their ideology. I don't understand this.
from a virus
Because
called
actually, you are
Sulaiman
doing the
Mohammed,
same
can
thing.
make
You
a
are
cogent
saying-
point, please. I don't have time.
No,
I have 30
I am
seconds,
saying
sir.
you are
30
doing
seconds.
the same thing. It's the same propaganda which has been done for Gujarat model. The same way Mr. Bhatt is doing for UP model. Although UP is a complete failure, there is NCRB data which is completely against the UP law and order. It's highest in the country, very rightly said by Nasir. It's highest in the country. What
Okay.
you have done is a double engine sarkar, 7 years in UP, 10 years in the country. What you have done, it's a complete utter failure. And shamelessly,
It's fairly speaking, it takes time.
And
Pramod Mishra, last 30 seconds to you, then I need to wind up, please.
Yeah, so I heard them, our fellow panelists from SP and Congress. I was surprised. But anyway, the fellow panelist, Mr. Nasir, said the distinct reality he talked about. So the distinct reality is that the state of Uttar Pradesh has seen twice the biggest experiments of two UP ke do ladke or bua babua. Or both these two experiments have failed miserably in the state of Uttar Pradesh, and the people of Uttar Pradesh have given clear mandate for forming the government at the state with absolute majority and at the nation level also. 4 जून को 400 पार और 5 जून को 5 बजे हम सभी ये देखेंगे, एक बार फिर से एक आवाज गूंजती हुई सुनाई पड़ेगी सभी को। मैं नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं।
Okay, all right. Like I said, a lot of elections are won simply on the basis of perception, and people will be voting for those who they think can deliver on their promises of development.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.